What's up, fantasy managers? This is the night edition of the Fantasy Football Show. Let's break it down. No intro. I'll do a little bit. The Fantasy Football Show. Yeah, with your hosts, Jason, the Lucky Bastard Uthenwoldt. That's me. Gotta do an intro. I try to do an intro. Tyler has a vision of this intro, and he's the CEO of the company, and I gotta do what the boss says because I gotta keep my job. I need the benefits. I need the benefits of this job. So today I'm going to do the player pause for Thursday night's game, Commanders at the Bears. I am doing the Commanders. He's going to do the Bears early tomorrow morning. Before we get into all that, if you like all this crap, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you like it. If you hate it, there's a thumbs down button. It's weird. It's hurtful. I don't like that they put it on there, but they did. Press it. Then I know that you care to put your input, that you hate us. Also subscribe. And if you can, leave a comment. That'd be great. 1 second. Got to pick up my notes. And I'm back. All right. So, player pause. I'm doing the Commanders. Let's start off with the quarterback. I'm going to play him. Could be a little weird. It's a little off, right? Carson Wentz. Someone's saying play him. I'm going to do it. I have him on my starting lineup right now. I had to get rid of Russell Wilson. Screw that dude. Pissed off about that. Tried to get Geno Smith. Got outbidded for him on the waiver wire. So I had to look what's next. Carson Wentz. Funny thing about Carson Wentz. Out of quarterbacks of fantasy football, he's number 6. He's 6 overall in scoring points for the quarterback. I had to look a little bit deeper into that. I was like, what's going on here? When did this happen? Yo, this guy, and despite two really good defenses he went up against, where he scored 8 and 6 points. The other 3 games, 29. Last week, 26. I'm like, holy crap, he's doing this very quietly. He's going up in the ranks of the quarterbacks for fantasy football points. That's what I need. The Bears defense is good. It's decent. But I still think it's not going to be able to hold up to whatever Carson Wentz is doing. The Redskins have no run game. It's horrible. They're usually playing from behind, so he's got to throw the ball. He's going to score some points on Thursday night, and I think he's going to be somewhere in the 20 range. I think he's going to be around the 20s, and that's okay. I would like that, especially when Russell Wilson's getting me like 7 to 8 points. I would take 18, 20 points. I will love that. Especially the guy that I just got off the waiver, even though it feels like I have like a wasted draft pick with Russell Wilson. But that's another heartbreak story for another heartbreak time. So I would start him. Do it. Let's go into the wide receivers here. Johan Dotson out. So they're replacing them. They're going to put Chris Sims in there. Who is that guy? I don't know. Pause. There's another guy, and he did pretty good last week. He scored 2 touchdowns. He only had like 3 or 4 receptions. He had over 100 yards because he looks like the deep threat guy. What's his name? Diami Brown. I don't trust him yet. Maybe a boomer bust, you know. I got to see a little bit more on him to see how consistent he is with the deep ball receptions. Until then, I still keep him. I'll still keep him on the waiver wires. Put a pause on him too. And who's next on the pause list? Terry. I'm going to say it. McLaurin. Yeah, he's been the number 1 dude there for a couple of years now. But with Carson Wentz in there, he's at the last 5 games. He's only getting 31 receptions. Once I see it on my notes here, 31 targets, 19 receptions, 2 touchdowns. The chemistry, the rapport is just not there yet. I don't know if it ever will be. He's got another bond rapport with the other wide receiver, which I will say play to Curtis Samuel. Now, Curtis Samuel's numbers are 38 targets over the last 5 games and 31 receptions, 2 touchdowns, but he also gets some rushing points too. He's got 8 rushes for 47 yards. So that's additional points Curtis Samuel could get you. I'm not saying he's going to be a number 1, maybe not even a number 2, but I think a flex spot for sure you could play him in. With the running backs, Pause the whole thing. Just freeze frame it. All pause. In the deeper PPR league, I would start JD McKissick. He is averaging 5 receptions a game, but his rushing is horrible, where he's only averaging 3 yards a carry out of all 5 games. Now Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson. So it looks like Brian Robinson's back from his shooting incident. They seem like they really want him to be the guy. It looks like they may losing trust in Antonio Gibson. They're really pulling for this rookie, and I feel like he's eventually going to take it over, but when is that going to happen, right? So last week, Brian Robinson was on a pitch count, and he led the team in rushes with 9 and led the team in rushing yards 22. Horrible stats, right? So you're like, am I going to play this guy? Is Antonio Gibson going to kind of cut into the carries? Or is Brian Robinson going to cut into Antonio Gibson carries? We don't know. So I think the value of Brian Robinson is rising while Antonio Gibson's value is lowering. But until it's definitely like this, I say put a pause on both of them, especially with the running game just being horrible, right? All right, next, tight end. Play him. Logan Thomas, play him. There's not a lot of good tight ends out there. I think there's only like 3 that you really like, that you really for sure want to play, and the rest is just like fill-ins. If you got Logan Thomas, he's kind of one of the better, I guess, tiers. He has the possibility. He could play well. He could play well. He just got to keep healthy. He's got to get those opportunities, and he could do well for you. But Tyler said, tight end wasteland out there, right? So if you got like someone like Logan Thomas, I would play him. What's next? Defense. Pause that defense. The Bears don't have a good offense, but the Redskins have a horrible rushing game, and David Montgomery should have a solid game against the Redskins. I think either way, there's going to be a lot of field goals or a touchdown scored against the Redskins, so I want to chance it. If you're looking for a defense to get between 5 or 7 points, yeah, play them. But if you have a chance to get another better tier defense for this week, I would definitely do that. And then the kicker, Joey Slythe, I would pause him too, because he's not getting a lot of opportunities to kick field goals at the moment. Boom, done. Dumb. Boom, dumb. Boom, done. Gotta say it, be confident about it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. That's the play and pause for the Commanders starting week 6 tomorrow night. Friday we normally do like a Thursday takeaway. We go over to Thursday night game, me and Tyler. But I'm not going to be here this Friday. I'm going to Seattle to watch Seattle Cardinals game. So it's the only reason why I'm not starting Curtis Samuel. I would put Curtis Samuel as my flex, but I want to go to that game and have somebody on my fantasy team that I can watch. So I put in one of the wide receivers for the Cardinals. If he does good, I'll tell you who it was. If he does bad, you'll never know. Unless Tyler spills the beans, or I might spill the beans. But Tyler's going to do the show solo on Friday, but he's got a little treat for you. I think it's going to be still a good time. And I'll be back Monday to go over the weekend, have a little weekend wrap up. Okay, thank you for being here. Please like, or you know what? Please dislike, or you know what? Leave a comment, or you know what? Subscribe. I appreciate it. We're doing this for you guys. We love what we're doing. We'll just keep doing it. Take it easy.